Alright, so good morning, everyone. Um, for what a few who watch my channel, still starting, no big deal. So I had a match that I played last night, um, and I went to go stream and record it, but OBS was just having some finicky difficulties, and so I had to do some like searching for crap, just like anyone else would typically do, and got it working just fine. So I actually took this match and I downloaded it and I saved it. And I was gonna crop it and I was gonna do all that crap. But I think it's a lot easier if I just go through and commentate some of this. And I'm going to be skipping ahead. So this isn't going to be like the full match. There's going to be basically I'm going to be skipping ahead and breaking down to certain parts. So this will be interesting. This will be my first attempt at doing this. So let's continue off. So basically, I'm playing Malzahar mid. Here, let me just. I'm gonna follow myself for this match. So I'm playing, as you can see, Malzahar mid. We have a Scion top, and we've got a Wukong in the jungle, and we've also got Morgana down there for support. The funny thing is, this is a second match with Alawi. I just uploaded one last night where I actually mid laned against Alawi. And we see we got a Yi in the jungle. I'm playing against a Ryze, and we've also got an Ornn support and Misfortune on the bottom. I might zip around, bop around. One thing I am not a big fan of is of invading. Someone was complaining the other night about everyone starting to just do more invading now. Just because it's such a gamble, and you just because someone wants to go in and do an invade doesn't necessarily mean it's going to actually succeed. Obviously, your ability to invade is going to be dependent entirely upon vision and your ability to use your champion and the first ability that you pick up. The way that I approach Malzahar, just a little bit of a background because I haven't actually had a chance to go through and have any kind of dialogue about this. Is I start off with my E, my Malefic Visions. The goal being is to eliminate minions. For those of you who like to use Malzahar, we've used them, we already know that Malefic Visions, as soon as it kills a minion, it's going to spread to other minions. So I focus my basic attacks down enough so that they're weak, just like I'm doing now. Spread Malefic Visions, spread my Voidlings, and then passes and passes and passes and passes on. And every time a minion is killed, when they have Malefic Visions on them, I get back some mana. Unless they changed it, I might actually just increase the amount of mana I get, but it used to be I would recoup mana. I'd have to go take a look at the specifics. But either way, I mean, the playstyle doesn't necessarily change, because either way you slice it, you're going to get mana. You're either going to get a bigger mana pool, which is good, or you're going to... So there's a benefit. Even if the benefit changed a little bit, it doesn't matter, it's still a benefit. So I trade off. I work on CSing like crazy in the beginning, because that's just like typically the best way that I have found in order to properly lane. If you watch the pros, they will they focus on laning, and they try to capitalize on people's mistakes. They don't they're not like so into hard charging like a lot of amateur players do. Illidan wants to join me. You coming up or not? Let's see. So yeah, so basically right now, I'm playing against Ryze. Ryze, I don't own Ryze. I've never played Ryze. Ryze doesn't interest me. He's got some good stuff in his kit. Stuns, some really good damage, shielding, and he's also got his little teleport he can do, like a mass teleport. But I mean, but that's his ult is like a mass teleport. It's not like he's going to be doing some like significant damage. The only way he can really get away with using that and capitalizing on damage is if he was to teleport like in back of you, hide in a bush, teleport behind you, stun you, and kill you. It's so situational though. It's whatever. So basically, I traded back and forth with Ryze quite a bit. I try not to burn too much mana. A lot of people who use mages for mid like I do, especially people who use like Vigar, they burn mana like crazy. And that's so highly ineffective. But that's why I like to get the cookie, so I can recoup some mana and I get to recoup some health. With this new system. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Let's see where I'm jumping to. I did not actually get a lot of kills in this match. In fact, there's one where I was killed by Yi. I mean, I basically can advance this as far as I want to go. So nothing necessarily significant happens here in the beginning. So as you can see, at some point I get him really low, and I basically am just trying to drop my silences as much as I possibly can to whittle him down and whittle him down and whittle him down. I think, let's see, by the time I actually do die the first time, where's it? Da-da-da, right there. So yeah, by the time I do actually die, Yi takes me out. I can hear Yi in the background somewhere now. I overextended a little bit, and I can just about imagine that this Ryze was getting kind of pissed off that he was being zoned and losing health and not doing so well. That's a guess. I typically can tell by like the actions and the playstyle of other champions over time. You can see like they have like this increased aggressiveness, and they position themselves in a particular way, and you can tell sometimes just by how they're positioning themselves that you're gonna get ganked. Let's move ahead here. So this is my... See how low Ryze got? He was low, and he wanted the kill. He flashed to try to get the kill, but Yi got it. Yi runs horribly amok in this game. You know, just like, you know, any champion can snowball. Some champions maybe a little bit easier to snowball than others. Yasuo, Yi, Katarina LeBlanc. So got him. That's good. So I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. That was a tower takedown on our part. I'm gonna change the camera mode so it's following me again. Or I can just mouse it, I don't give a shit. There we go. See, that's why I love Malefic Visions. There are countless times in matches where I get like this Teemo effect. See? Like a Teemo effect where I'm not on the screen, I'm not even in your vicinity, and I got a kill. So because of the fog of war, I wasn't really able to see. I think Yi gets away here. No, he didn't. Okay. So at this point, we're still We were down by towers like crazy. We only had taken down 3. They had taken down 6. See, look at that. I'm not even near him. I was nowhere near him. I'm off in mid lane. I got the kill. Teemo effect. One of these days I'm gonna have to go run a Teemo match again. I miss playing Teemo. It's so fun. I think this is the match where I brought down Alawi a lot, but I don't know. So we're down by an inhib. That tower is crap. Literally, it's nothing to it. A lot of trash talking in this game between Wukong and Yi. Anybody who snowballs, people are going to be pissed off at in the first place. The thing they'll talk about the most is the ease of using a champion. So if, like, when I Teemo and I snowball, people are like, well, you're playing a very easy champion to play, there's nothing to it. Oh, this is where they're focusing the crap out of me. At least though it's the way that it felt. There's people that dive. Oh, okay. Okay, so he must have thrown an ignite. People that dive into these 3v1s and so forth, I don't get it. I don't make it. I don't make sense to it. It is what it is, though. I don't do a lot of melee champions. I like range. The only melee champion I've been playing recently would be Yorick. But the reason I love him is because you get that slow and you get to throw your minions at him. So everything's looking like this is going to be a complete loss. People start talking about wanting to surrender. I get almost a kill on Ryze over there. Alawi's still a problem. It's that fine line between trying to kill champions and clear the board. So now all that needs to actually happen, all they need to do, if you saw, did you see Yi? He was running around. He wasn't even attacking. He wasn't even attacking the base. He wanted kills. He was like, I'm going for kills. I don't care. This game is over anyway. So just that moment we get back our inhib. Bounce back into the match. Good tanking. And we get an ace. That ace came specifically because they weren't going for the centerpiece here. They're going for the kills, and that's not that's that's a no-no. I'm gonna jump out a little bit. Actually, don't even really have to, because look at the time. Alright, so this is gonna lead us somewhere pretty good soon. Oh, wait a minute, unless this is my death. Oh, this is where I died. No, I got away. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. That's a nifty little trick. I mean, since Wukong can turn invisible, it's like you go to grab Wukong, you couldn't. She couldn't grab Wukong because he was... Melt you down. Alright, that was my kill then. So now we're only down by 2 kills. We're now down by 2 inhibitors, and they just took the dragon. That's the one where I died. Let's go forward a little bit. So, let's see, I think it's at this point that I'm at full build. Let me see. No, I'm not. I'm really close. Yi comes in. Yi is, see, as you can see, Yi was chasing the crap out of Wukong. And it went like this for like the rest of the match. I mean... Oh, he was calling him scrub and this and that. Oh, this is when we had gotten Baron. We got Baron, but I died, so I didn't get the Baron buff. Now we're up on him by 6 kills. This match is kind of close to over. There goes Zaya. So then we, I remember that. Since you can see where everyone is now, I wondered where he went. She went back that way. I didn't know where he was. I was getting out. Now my collective strategy, because I worked alongside of News Gremlin a lot for a long time, and we always had this strategy of pushing to the river and then walking away. Let the minions do what they need to do. So at this point, sweet. So at this point of the game, actually, they started trying to backdoor us quite a bit. As you can see, Alawi tried to backdoor, which is not necessarily smart because it's not like she's a damage dealer anyway. Wukong is going down the top side. Oh, okay, here we go. So then I went back after Ornn, and Wukong is still taking out their top tower. Oh yeah, we couldn't catch him. I couldn't get past him. So here he took the tower and taking the inhib. I never saw how this played out. Just like that. So this is why you don't fart around. This is why you don't fart around with the whole let's not go for the Nexus turret. You know, let's go get some kills. No, get the Nexus. This game could have ended a while ago, but they chose not to. Yi wanted to fart around and get some kills. Something to prove, I guess. I don't know. So they're gonna go for dragon. I'm gonna push now. I'm breaking one of my own rules, but I'm breaking this rule because I know where people are. You know, if I see a majority, you know, of the enemy team congregated in one area, then they're not dealing with me. You've got Ornn split pushing, which I don't really know how well of a split pusher Ornn would be. I don't own him. I've never played him. He's new since I came back. They're all congregated over here. So Wukong takes out F. Sion's gonna be gone in a second. I took out a turret. Yi's chasing. See? It's that type of stuff that really pisses people off. Oh yeah, Ryze, he tried to jump in up here. I whittled his ass down. Let's go back a second. Okay, so this is back when... So I went back because I saw Ryze. So Ryze goes, I'm going to end this. I jumped in just enough time to do that. The save by Malzahar. That was good. That was a good attempt. So now Orin's trying to clean up the mess I made down there. So now they're down in inhib, we're down in inhib. Different lanes pushing out. Yeah, I think this was the point where I finally got to full build. Once I get to full build, it's on. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I think I do a full build because you can see the icon beneath me as I'm floating around. I've got the advanced, I got the potion that gives you like a shit ton more of mana and ability power. So I took her out and then she took out Ornn. So now Ryze is going to go have to try to figure out what to do at top, and we've taken out Ornn, and we've taken out Alawi, and now we've taken the dragon. So now you've got two players off the board trying to deal with the garbage that's coming along down their top lane. We figured, well, let's go take Baron. Definitely an optimal time. You know, with the added damage bonus of doing dragon, they're still down by 2 players for another 20 seconds or less. We don't need Wukong. Wukong's gonna go clean up mid. Bingo, bango, furry triangle. Yeah, and then Ryze didn't make it in time either. So, oh yeah, this is when I jumped into the fray down here. A lot of people, you know, they'll just go back. They'll just head back to the base. No point. Look at that. Majora's Mask. Look at that. Whittle that down. I absolutely love. That's like my favorite item to use in the game. Whenever I use a caster, I use it for, heck, I use it for, now did I die here or did I get away? I think I got away. I think I got away, I don't know. No, I didn't, I died. Right there. The funny thing is, it's like when I was playing against Alawi last night in mid lane, I was like, how did I die? That's how I died, and that's where it was. It was in this match, not the other match. I forgot who and what it was. So now we've got 2 inhibs down to their 1. We're up by 9 kills, and let's see. I'm gonna be respawning in 40 seconds, so they're trying to focus. Right now, they're just trying to draw us out into like whatever they possibly can. Just run. Look at that. She took her down to half health. That was good. That was a good call. And the only reason that worked, was because they ran. And she shot that Dark Binding back and knocked her down to half health. Perfect. That gives you the option to go in and try to kill her. So they've got their inhib back up. All of our inhibs are up. Our Nexus turret is completely at full health. They didn't capitalize on anything. Yi is running top lane. I don't even know where he's going right now. Oh, they're going to try to... Okay, I know what they're doing. That didn't last. That was a good attempt. I see what they're trying to do. They're like, let's just go for inhibs and end this. They're down for 49 seconds. She's down for 12. And this is when we start to have major cascade failure. So this game was a major throw. This was a major throw. We were actually contemplating just saying, screw it. The other thing is, like, you can be the damage dealer, but damage dealers are always going to be squishy. Like MF, eliminated her. And that's not to say she didn't do a good job. She did a really great job, but melted her down quickly. So this game is over. This was such a come from behind. I mean, even the other enemy team, they were all like, what the hell? So there's that. I'm going to get ready to put that up on YouTube. And I hope you guys have yourselves a lovely day.